Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on Tuesday, June 22nd. And we have a lot of interesting words, especially short words and single vowels. I don't think that's ever happened before. The first one is just A. So if you say the name of the letter, what is this letter? It's A, as in A-Y, A. If you're using it as an article, like I saw a cat, saying a would be perfect. But most people aren't speaking in perfect pronunciation. I saw a cat. They're putting the emphasis on the important word, which would be cat, most of the time. Just I saw a cat. And then the A changes to and then you really won't even notice it because saw and sound very similar. I saw, I saw a cat. And this one, I saw a cat. And saying it perfectly makes it a little more choppy. I saw a cat instead of I saw a cat. 90. The T changes to D. 90. And this has the same vowel, but no N in the middle. 90. And by itself, this noun could be like nightgown, whatever you wear to bed, or something that parents might say to kids, nighty night. If you ask, what is this letter? It's U, and it sounds exactly the same as you. If you have abbreviations, then you're going to read it as U, like KU. And full and pull. These are, I left out the vowel here, even though it could really be as in took, full, pull. But really, you're just making the L noise. So if you have the habit of making extra sound, full, doesn't sound too bad, but don't round your lips. Keep it here and make your L first. Put your tongue in the L position and then open your lips for the F, full, and hold the noise. And that's it. That's really the sound that it's making. Full. And 8, pull. And remember that when you see PLE at the ends of words, it's the same as PULL. People, apple, conjuring, conjuring, paranormal, as in paranormal activity. I'm connecting the L to the A. Paranormal activity. And the T changes to a D. And the last one. Fraud. If I don't release the D, it sounds the same as fraud. 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 So if you have a word after it, you will hear it. Um, Fraud. What's what would come after it? Fraud all over. Then you would hear it. In the sentence, you would know which one it was. It would make sense. Flurry. Flurry. So my L, I'm starting with my tongue in the L position, full, and making my F first. My tongue's already in the L, and I'm making my F flur and pull it back for the R. Flurry, flurry, lark. I don't have to release that K. I should put a little mark there. Lark. The vowel is ah, lar. Brew. Round your lips. Ooh, brew. July is technically perfectly July, but because it's not stressed, most people are going to just say July. So it should be shorter and July. And what's coming up is 4th of July, but more commonly, the of is going to change to 4th and July. So now, 4th of July, 4th of July, 4th of July. 17 is Oprah. The vowel is O, Oprah. But where did it go? This one, 30, it also starts with an O, but it's pronounced opera. And forget the middle E, just push it out. Opera. And this can be said two ways, so I put it on two lines so you can see the two different vowels. If it's on the first syllable, it's mayoral, mayoral with an A. If it's on the middle syllable, it's mayoral with an or, mayoral. Mayoral race or mayoral race. 20. Both of these have different spelling but same sound. Flea. And if it's plural, fleas, the S sounds like a Z. Fleas. The prefix un will always sound like So it's represented here with UH, but remember it's the same as up. So the tongue here should be low in the middle and pulled back. Up. The same for like under. This, I don't know if it's a real word, but we can say it. Rectness. Rectness. You don't have to release the K and say rectness, just rectness. Conscientious. Conscientious. And I know that would be really hard to guess from how it's really spelled, but think of it as conscientious. Conscientious. Acknowledgement. Acknowledgement. Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. And we made a new word recently, solopreneur, making it much more single private business person, solopreneur. Indispensable, indispensable. Maintenance, we just totally dropped this 10 in the middle. Maintenance. Brewery, brewery. Boulevard. This bull is the same as full and pull, so you don't have to think about what vowel is it. It could be an bull, but it's not boo, no matter what. It's not boulevard, bull. Hold your tongue in the L position. Boulevard. Opera. Americans pronounce this name Anna most of the time, Anne. And most other languages pronounce it Anna. The prefix "n" is as in head, and yes, and it's here. It's your jaw is kind of in the middle, and your tongue is kind of in the middle. Yes, head, n, pen. It's all and then 35 is pin. Pin. The tongue is a little higher. Pin, pen. Avenue. The vowel is avenue. Off. So you have to open off. The vowel is ah. 38, up. This is the up. Release. Release. Principally. Principally. And this you have two options as well. Immature. Immature. Or that Ture could be tour. Immature. Immature. Youthful. Youthful. So you have to have your tongue a little out or between your teeth to make the TH, youth. So keep the airflow going. And when you pull your tongue back in, let your top teeth touch your bottom lip. Youthful. And keep pushing air. Youthful. Sack. Useful. Useful. Even though your tongue is behind your teeth for the S, you still need to push a lot of air. Useful. Kiln. This is similar to kill, and when you're done with the kill, that sounds funny. When you're done with your kill, you 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 hold your L sound longer, kill, so it can be heard, kill. And then in this case, you keep making the L sound for a little longer duration so that it can be heard before you finish with the N. Kiln. Otherwise, because they're made in the same place, the L and the N both touch behind the top teeth, it could disappear and sound like kin. So you have to make the L noise for a little longer. Kiln, kiln. Some. Both of these are spelled different but sound the same with the some. And I put this here because this reminded me that this is a good example word that doesn't follow the silent E rule, where the E says, don't look at me, look at my friend and say, say his name. The name of this letter is O, so it sounds like hope. But this isn't soam, so it doesn't follow the silent E rule. Um, that's it. It's just always good to have examples of exceptions because I usually am busy thinking of examples that follow the rules and then forget about showing the opposite. So that's it. Thank you. And I hope to see you again. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, for intonation practice. Have a good day.